What do you normally do to enrich your skills in English speaking? Do you try to speak and listen in English? Yeah, these help, but they are not the only means to obtain speaking abilities. One super efficient method to improve speaking, especially fluency, working for all levels of English, is reading aloud. Does it sound strange, reading for speaking? This type of reading directly contributes to developing speaking fluency by making the physical act of it more automatic and less effortful. In this video, I'll tell you 1. Why to read for speaking, 2. How to read for speaking, and 3. Some of the best free native sources to make this approach as practical as possible. In all of them, you can find materials based on your own level of English with widely varied and intriguing contexts. If you're new here, my name is Freya Asprey. I'm a graduate chemical engineer and an English/IELTS aficionado. I've been striving to obtain IELTS Band 8, and then after getting it, I felt in love with this language. That's why I've embarked upon sharing my experiences and lessons here in this channel. Number 1. Why to read for speaking? Let's begin with the purpose, which is gaining fluent, accurate speaking. If you look at it more closely, you'll know there are 2 sections inside it. 1, the mental fluency, and 2, the physical fluency. The mental fluency is having words ready in your mind in order to come out of it whenever you need them. Plus, making clear thoughts in English as fast as possible. All in all, it means better articulation. When reading native texts out loud, you're going to be exposed to a bunch of perfect English structures and get those aha moments all the time. In other words, your mind is going to get more used to the challenge of thinking and being in an English environment. And on the other hand, the physical fluency. It means while speaking, your facial muscles, including your lips, your tongue, need to feel comfortable forming English sounds and connecting words smoothly. We want to be focusing more on this one today and see how reading out loud can specifically enhance this physical part of fluency. Though you'll notice that the mental part of fluency will take place at the same time. I'll tell you how soon. Now, step 2, how to read for speaking. We read a text aloud at least 2 times, each time trying to read it as comprehensible as possible. There are mostly audios in the following resources that I want to introduce in this video so you can compare your voice with the native speakers and identify the areas for improvement, such as pronunciation, rhythm, intonation, and so forth. On top of that, the audios are great sources of spotting chunks. Chunks are groups of words we pronounce without pause in between, and they are super important for speaking fluency. In fact, they determine the exact times you are allowed, you can pause inside your sentences. Let's see what chunks are through some examples. For kind of, natives normally say kind of, and even you may hear kinda, not kind of or kinda. Did you notice I didn't pause between kind and of? This kind of is a chunk. In this sentence, you don't pause between kind and of. This is the kind of job I prefer. This is the kind of job I prefer. As well, we have it with collocations. Look at this sentence. We won't mainly pause inside the underlined groups of words because they are chunks. This sentence would be, being able to read fluently and build stamina is critical for children's success at school. You can stick some of these chunks together. For example, you may prefer not to stop between for children's success and at school. If you have the breadth you can say them together. So this was how noticing the way the audio, the speaker is pronouncing words helps you learn chunks. Besides this practice is a great way to measure the timing while reading. Thus, you can beat your previous speed in the second time of reading the text. This is in fact how your delivery is going to speed up. I talked about your words per minute or WPM in this video. For fluency, this factor determining your speaking speed should be optimized alongside the other factors. And now is the time to introduce some native tailor-made free resources to read for speaking. I've chosen 3 websites for you, serving as professional tools for our aim. As a matter of fact, they've been designed for English learners. The first one is this, News in Levels, world news for students of English. See, although it's a news website, there aren't dry political headlines. Here you see some different levels with various topics to explore and find your fave. Consider level 1 for A1 and A2 levels of English, level 2 for A2 and B1, level 3 for B1 and B1 plus near to B2. If your level is lower than B2, I guess this website is perfect for you. Even for B2, you can find some interesting topics and pieces of news in level 3 articles. Let's go through one of these articles, For example, this one, Food and Art. Here's a text, a piece of news. There's an audio available as well, plus meanings for some of the more difficult or technical words. The more interesting quality is this one. When you choose a level, both the text and the audio will change. Isn't it the best ever? To surprise you more, there is a YouTube video link here as the original source of that piece of news, most of the time. You can find the other features of this website yourself. Now it's time to introduce the second resource. It is daily news on ingo.com. I'll put all these links in the description, don't worry. This one again is a daily news source, as you can guess from the link. And here the level can be chosen between 5, which is intermediate, and let's say B1 or B1 plus, to 10, the professional level. C2, the level of well-educated natives, the highest one. I guess you've already understood that, on the contrary to the previous site, this one has separate news for each level. You cannot choose a piece of news and then change the level. There are separate pieces of news for each one. And here's the category. Look at it. Health, travel, Europe, anything. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And it seems to have daily news about anything. Some sound really fascinating. For example, if you are an intermediate student with B2 level and interested in science like me, let's choose this article. It's probably more suitable for you. Study reveals secret to winning a Nobel Prize. Seeming really fun, yeah? Wow, look at the word list. Pronunciation, meaning, example with audios. Everything is available here. And AI-generated audio, which is quite similar to a real person's talk. Questions to speak more about the topic to engage you even more and test your comprehension ability. Great, now let's go to the third resource, the last one. This is from britishcouncil.org. If you are an IELTS student, I'm quite sure that you've seen this website before, or at least have heard of it, since it's an international IELTS center, British Council. Here you can see all skills, including reading from A1 to C1, elementary to advanced. Why there is no C2? Do you know that? If yes, let me know in the comments. On this website, let's choose a more challenging one. How about B2, upper intermediate level? No surprise, the first one is environmental pollution. It is everywhere, isn't it? Let's open this one, a plastic ocean, a film review. What do we have here? First, there is a preparation. You can check your answers and see the level of your knowledge about pollution and environment here. Then there is the reading passage. These numbers are not gaps. They are used for the coming tasks in order to check your understanding. At the end of this page, as you see, all of this can be downloaded by clicking on this link. It gives you a PDF. Let me try and show you. This is the PDF, including the reading and the tasks, everything. And for this website, as you see, there is no audio available. I recommend first using the two previous resources to get the concept of chunks, correct pronunciation, intonation. Then, when you feel comfortable with your speaking and trust your style of it, come to this source. If you don't have many problems and you already know what chunks are, for instance, then no problem. That's it for today. I hope it helped you find some amazing resources to improve your speaking fluency. About the mental part of fluency and having ready English in your mind, one point is this method will introduce your mind to a world of variety in topics, giving you novel perspectives about anything. As I know, for many English learners, specifically for TOEFL or IELTS candidates, it's quite hard. It's a bit of a hassle to answer questions about every topic, particularly about rather technical topics. What's brilliant with reading out loud is you're going to experience being in one single topic each time that you are reading and automatically and unconsciously get some of those words and ideas. This is how the mental fluency will be shaped in your mind, even when you are not noticing it. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified of the next videos. See you soon. Bye!